And as women, we are visionaries by nature. We don't wait for permission, we create possibility.
Billboard Women in Music 2026 was not built around scandal. It was not a night defined by a celebrity feud, a breakup, or a legal battle. Its significance came from something quieter, but still important. On April 29, 2026, at the Hollywood Palladium in Los Angeles, the event offered a public view of how women in music are being recognized, positioned, and remembered in a culture that often moves quickly from one headline to the next. This was not only a red carpet event, it was a night that showed who the music industry wanted audiences to notice. Who was being called a hit maker, who was being called an icon, who was being called a visionary, and who was being presented as part of music's future. Behind the performances, speeches, fashion, and cameras, Billboard Women in Music 2026 told a broader story about fame, image, recognition, and cultural power. In celebrity culture, awards do more than celebrate achievement. They help shape how the public understands a career.
Families, hi Mom, Dad, we're finally here!
Before we get into the full story, subscribe to Celebrity Brief for more celebrity stories that go beyond the headline and explain the bigger picture.
How is it going? And welcome to Billboard Women in Music. I need the stage to myself.
Billboard Women in Music 2026 was hosted by Keke Palmer and held at the Hollywood Palladium in Los Angeles. The event honored women across different areas of music, including performers, songwriters, global acts, rising stars, legacy artists, and executive leadership. The official announcement described the honorees as women shaping the future of music and defining the culture of tomorrow. The night was not only about what these women had already achieved, it was also about what Billboard believed they represented. Teyana Taylor received the Visionary Award, Tate McRae received the Hitmaker Award, Thalía received the Icon Award, Kehlani received the Impact Award, Laufey received the Innovator Award, Mariah the Scientist received the Rising Star Award. Ella Langley received the Powerhouse Award. Zara Larsson received the Breakthrough Award. ASCAP CEO Elizabeth Matthews was honored as Executive of the Year. Beanie and the Beaches were recognized as Global Force honorees. And HUNTR X's EJ, AUDRI, AMI were honored as Women of the Year. The event also included public figures connected to the night, including Dionne Warwick, Wale, Ella Mai, Lainey Wilson, Eva Longoria, Tyla, Victoria Monette, Brandi Carlile, Ciara, Coco Jones, Kim Petras, Kali Uchis, Cara Delevingne, Ava Max, Bebe Rexha, Kelly Rowland, Victoria Justice. But the most important part of the night was not simply the number of recognizable names in the room. It was what the event said about each woman's public image. For Teyana Taylor, the night became one of its clearest emotional moments. She received the Visionary Award presented by Dionne Warwick. Before accepting the award, she performed Bed of Roses with Wall. According to event coverage, her acceptance speech did not happen immediately because of a teleprompter issue. She later returned and delivered the speech. What could have remained a small live show mishap became part of the moment's texture. The delay did not define the award, but it did make the eventual speech feel more deliberate. When Teyana Taylor said, "Never underestimate a woman with a vision," the line captured the meaning of the honor. She also said, "We don't wait for permission. We create possibility." Those words matched the public image being reinforced around her that night. She was not being recognized only as a singer or performer. She was being honored as a creative figure whose work extends across music, performance, direction, fashion, acting, choreography, and visual culture. The award framed her as a woman with range, control, and vision. Recognition often changes how a career is read. A public moment can ask audiences to look again and to understand the same person through a different lens. For Teyana Taylor, Billboard Women in Music 2026 placed the emphasis not only on visibility, but on authorship. The message was not simply that she had been present in entertainment, it was that she had helped shape it. Her speech also included a personal note. She thanked her daughters and said they were the reason she kept pushing. That detail gave the moment emotional weight without needing speculation. It connected ambition, motherhood, creativity, and endurance in a grounded way.
Thank you to the legendary Miss Dionne Warwick for being a part of this moment. Thank you
Another major storyline from the night was HUNTR X being honored as Women of the Year. It was one of the event's more modern and unusual moments. The honorees were EJA, Audrey Nuna, and Riai Emmy, described in coverage as the singing voices of HUNTR X from Netflix's K-pop demon Hunters. They performed Golden at the event and received one of the night's most prominent honors. For some viewers, the recognition may have required explanation. HUNTR X is not a traditional real-world girl group in the usual sense. That is part of why the moment was notable. It reflected the changing shape of music fame. Music celebrity is no longer built only through radio, touring, and traditional album cycles. It can also come through streaming platforms, animated worlds, fictional groups, and the real voices behind characters. In that context, HUNTR X being honored was not just a novelty. It reflected a music industry where the boundaries between entertainment formats are becoming less fixed. EJA's reported message gave the moment a broader meaning. She said every woman who feels unseen should honor her voice and amplify her story. That connected the award to visibility. It positioned the HUNTR X moment as a story about representation, voice, and recognition. Not only pop culture crossover.
Ooh, wow. Oh my God, guys. Thank you guys, thank you, Bill.
Tate McRae's Hitmaker Award carried a different kind of tension. The title itself sounds confident. A hitmaker suggests instinct, control, and certainty. But Tate's own comments added a more vulnerable dimension. According to the event recap, she said the word hitmaker can make it sound like someone knows exactly what they are doing, while she often overthinks songs for hours. That contrast gave the award a more human shape. Modern pop stars are often presented as effortless, the performance looks polished, the red carpet looks controlled, the public image looks intentional. But Tate's comments pointed to the pressure beneath that image. Even someone being honored for making hits can still experience uncertainty, perfectionism, and creative pressure. The public sees the finished product. The artist lives through the process.
Thank you to my team for sticking with me through all my mood swings, my phases, and my last-minute changes.
Kehlani's Impact Award carried a quieter message. According to the event recap, Kehlani described Impact as something quieter than numbers or visibility. The point was not only commercial success, it was connected to boundaries, humanity, and showing up for others. That framing matters because celebrity culture often rewards what is easy to measure. Charts, awards, streams, followers, appearances, headlines, viral moments. Kehlani's remarks pointed to another kind of influence. Impact can also be about how a person uses their platform, how they protect themselves, and how they show up beyond performance. That gave the night more depth. It was not only about who was the biggest, it was also about what kind of influence is being recognized.
Every close one that I didn't understand at the time, and for carrying me through all of it with more grace than I can ever explain.
Thalía's Icon Award added the legacy angle. Her reported line was brief but clear. An icon is a survivor. That sentence captured the weight of long-term fame. Being called an icon is not only about being famous for many years, it is about remaining visible through industry changes, audience changes, and cultural changes. Her honor carried a message about endurance. In a room filled with rising artists, current pop stars, and newer cultural forces, Thalía represented a different kind of recognition. She represented survival, legacy, and the kind of public standing that comes after years in entertainment. That contrast made the event stronger. Billboard Women in Music 2026 was not only about the future of music, it was also about the women whose careers helped make space for that future.
I'm truly blessed. Gracias Dios Todopoderoso, mi Señor Jesucristo. In your name.
Ella Langley's Powerhouse Award added another layer. Lainey Wilson reportedly said Langley had the grit and fire needed in the music business. That kind of peer recognition matters. It frames the award not only as an industry label, but as confirmation from someone already respected in the space. The language around Ella Langley emphasized toughness, work ethic, and presence. In country music, where public image often depends on authenticity and resilience, that kind of praise helps shape how audiences understand a rising career. Zara Larsson, Mariah the Scientist, Laufey, Beanie, The Beaches, and Elizabeth Matthews each added different dimensions to the same larger story. Zara Larsson's Breakthrough Award pointed to renewed visibility and career momentum. Mariah the Scientist's Rising Star Award positioned her as an artist still moving upward. Laufey's Innovator Award recognized a different kind of musical identity. Beanie and The Beaches, as Global Force honorees, reflected the international reach of the event. And Elizabeth Matthews receiving Executive of the Year showed that Billboard was also recognizing women shaping the industry from leadership positions, not only from the stage. That is one reason the night worked as a broader music culture story. It did not reduce women in music to one model of success. There was performance success, creative success, leadership, legacy, global influence, public image, resilience, visibility. All of these forms of recognition existed in the same room. Media coverage reflected that same pattern. ABC News and Good Morning America focused heavily on Teyana Taylor's speech and the message of women taking up space. Billboard Canada highlighted major moments from the night, including performances, speeches, honorees, and Keke Palmer's role as host and performer. The Associated Press covered arrivals from honorees including Teyana Taylor, HUNTR X, and Dionne Warwick. People also covered Teyana Taylor's red carpet appearance with her parents and a public moment where she hugged journalists after her publicist reportedly did not allow interviews. Taylor later reposted the clip with a lighthearted caption, "That moment was not a scandal, but it was still a public image detail. It showed a softer, less controlled side of a highly produced red carpet environment." In celebrity culture, small, unscripted moments can matter because they feel different from the official image of the event. The wider meaning of Billboard Women in Music 2026 becomes clear through the way the event framed each career. The event was not only about awards, it was about image building. Award shows create public language around celebrity. They tell audiences who should be considered powerful, who should be seen as influential, who should be remembered as visionary, who should be respected as innovative, who should be understood as iconic, and who should be watched as part of what comes next. Award shows do not simply reflect culture. They help organize it. If you found this breakdown useful, subscribe for more entertainment stories that look beyond the headline. And in the comments, share which moment from Billboard Women in Music 2026 you think people will remember most.